That way we've got it. Perfect. So I'm going to go over the membership dashboard, or how to set up membership sites. If you have any questions, please go ahead and post in the chat of the Zoom call. At the very end of this, I will answer any questions that you have. Usually when I've been talking to gym owners about the client dashboard or how to create membership sites, there's typically tons and tons and tons of questions. So in this one, there's no specific, I know I usually have like a PowerPoint presentation and that kind of stuff, but you can do so much with this in terms of once you understand how to create it. So I'm really, creating the site itself is actually extremely simple and easy to do. So I'm going to kind of show you that part of it. And then I'm going to give you some recommendations and some ideas to kind of think about how to maximize the dashboard itself. So at the end of it, if you do have specific questions for you, I'll answer those the best I can. The first thing I'm going to do is Max Fitness has done an amazing job with their client dashboard. They set this up all on their own, and it looks great. It's been working great for them. Their clients love it. Then the biggest thing that I have found is content, right? You know, we give you the software to create this stuff, but the difficult part is the content. So at the very beginning, once you start building this out and start thinking of it, the content will be the hardest, especially because it's going to be so front loaded. But you got to remember that once you have it built and set up, you'll always have this asset going forward. So I'm going to show you a real world example of how they're doing it. So this is their client dashboard. So if they have a membership, the client can log in and go here. They've got this split up into 6 different sections. They have their on-demand library where they keep and house all of their videos. They have their recipe manual, and then each challenge that they run has their own little section. So I'll just start at the very beginning here. But on-demand library, when you click on it, they've got it broken down by coach. You could break this down by movement, type, beginner, intermediate, whatever that looks like. And then in each one has their own page that houses those videos. And they just decided to embed each one of these videos so it's super easy for them to get to and to click on, and the person can watch it. They can expand it. They can even go to the YouTube page if you wanted to do so. Their recipe manual, just so that they always constantly have giving that information out to their members. They just wrote everything out. Pretty simple, but it gives them everything that they need, all the options. This is a pretty long thing that they can look at. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Okay. This is, I love the way that they set up their 21-day challenge. Because they've got it sectioned out into getting started, the recipe manual, and the week's homework and what they should be doing. So when they first get started, or the member gets started with them, they'll get access here. And they basically explain how to use everything, right? How to view the schedule, how to get the app, how to set it up on their computer, where do they find the library, what do they do. I think this next couple of sections is beautiful. If you haven't heard of it, you can look it up, but it's called affiliate marketing or affiliate links, where you can put links out there to your community that if they purchase from those links, you don't have to deal with any inventory or anything like that, but you'll get a portion of the revenue that they purchase from. So for example, the Done For You meals and the order of the supplements, I believe this is Prestige Labs. So if one of their new people clicks on this and orders meals, they get a portion of it. The equipment for the at-home stuff, they actually have Amazon affiliate links for that, right? So when the person says, oh, I need to buy these bands so I can do the workout, and they buy it, they get a portion of that revenue. This is huge, especially if you're doing virtual or online coaching. You might as well maximize that revenue when you're showing them what they should actually purchase. Then they go to the, what's next, the food guide. This getting started page is pretty long. I recommend keeping things really short and sweet. But their week sections is awesome, right? So the first week, this is what to expect. This is what they're going to be doing, how to attend, get to the demand portal. You can even set up downloadable PDFs so that the members can get it. And then week 2, they access it, same kind of thing. Week 3, and they've got it where at the end of that, they can check in with their coach to automatically book. I'm going to assume that this is designed to do their final check-in, as well as trying to upsell them to a membership or a different challenge of some sort. So they did a great job setting up their membership site. Now I'm going to show you how you can create your own and give you some ideas on how to really maximize this. Because right now this is monetized based upon the challenges and their membership base. I went ahead and duplicated it and created one inside of my sales hive. But give you an idea of one way that you could do this. For example, a lot of membership sites out there, like through ClickFunnels and some other providers, they recommend giving free content, right? And you could actually set this up where they get a free membership, or anybody can go to it, where they could say, for example, get free content. So these are the 3 things that they can get access to. And then I always recommend putting in a members only section here, maybe even put a purchase link inside of this for a membership if they wanted to. But then this is members only stuff. And then maybe like a VIP package or content that only private clients or higher paying clients can get access to. And I'll show you how to lock this stuff down and give them access to certain things and not other things. So when you log into your Hive itself, right, obviously you show up on your dashboard. What you're going to do is go to websites, manage websites, and then you're going to add a page. This page is going to be, you want to create one for the actual dashboard, right? So I'm just going to create one. I'm going to say test member dashboard. And then along the left side, you're going to find all the settings. Since this is a client dashboard, I recommend just having making it a landing page. I personally would just hide everything just so that they stay within it. But you can keep that header in there if you want to give them access to go to the main website. Here is where you make the site. This is the simple part, right? Making it a membership site is super, super, super simple. All you have to do is this page access is determine who you want to give access to. Do you want to give it to anyone with a set access code? So if you give somebody a code, for example, whether it's marketing, leads, a coach, something like that, you can give it a code. And I'm going to say this is the code. Anybody with this code will have access or be able to type that code in and get access to this page. Any logged in user would be any user that has a email and password created within FitHive. So they don't have to have a membership. They don't have to necessarily be active or anything like that. But if they're able to log in to your Hive in any way, shape, or form, they can get access to it. If you are going to do it something like this, where you're going to give out free content, I would probably set the main page or the dashboard to something like this, where anybody logged in can get access to it. So if they created an account through a free membership, or you put them into the Hive and gave them access, they could get access to at least the dashboard and get to the free content. Next one is user with a membership or an admin. So if you leave it blank, it's going to just be anybody that has any type of membership. If they're an instructor or an admin, will have access to the page when they're logged in. Here is where you can really break it down and add value or monetize the membership site itself. So you can restrict each page based upon the membership type that you have created. So for example, if you're doing a 14-day at-home program that went along with a membership site, you could lock it down to, let's just say this is the 14-day membership site. You could lock it down based upon that membership. If you're going to do something like this where it's free content, members only, private clients only, and you want to give the private clients, for example, access to everything, you would just want to make sure that on the memberships, you want to make sure that you click, for example, members only, the free one, and anybody that would have access to all of that information, and just make sure that they have access to it as well. And then as you build each one of these platforms out, you can just restrict the page itself to that membership type that you want to give them access to. When you create the page, this section right here, right, this is a big one. It's actually really simple. What you can do is add section, and this section is actually these icon content. Obviously, it doesn't look anything like the dashboard itself yet, but this is how you make it look like this. Remove the icon. We don't want that. We do want an image, so I'm just going to use this image. And then I'm going to edit this content. I'm going to take this content completely out and for our purposes here, but I'll give you some ideas on this as well when we get there. But I'm going to create a button, and I'm going to have it, let's see what Max put in there. You can put the actual button name. You can put anything in there. So I'm going to say learn more. And you're going to link that to whatever web page that you have created for them to go to, right? So I'm just going to do this one. And along here, you can also set it to only have 2 columns at a time, where it will just bring them down as you go. You can have it as 1 column. I think it looks best with 3. You can do a background image. This background image itself will be in the true background. So I'm just going to pick, we'll just do this one, and mix it in the background. So if you want to make it look a little different, you could do that. Or the pictures that pop a little bit more, you could do that. For this, I'm just going to keep it out of there. I'm going to default the background to white. There we go. And you can change the color, so you can brand it a little bit more of, you know, we'll just go with the text color. Cool. So notice this doesn't look exactly the same as the Max Fitness site. The biggest key to this is, if you want to make it look good, is each one of these pictures, just make sure that they're the same pixels for every single picture, so it looks the same all the way across. Give you an example of that is this one right here. I personally use Publisher. You could use anything that you wanted to. You could use Canva, whatever you're comfortable using. But I can just switch out these pictures and make sure that it's the same pixels as we go for each one of those particular icons that we want to use. Now, the one thing that I recommend is when you create this, and you can and as you go, you can add as many columns as you would like to make it as long and as thick as you would like to build that out. You can also, as you're thinking through this, because what you really want to do is sit down and think about the content that you want to provide to your members, or what content do you want to provide to which people. Once you determine that, you can start building out your site. If you want to roll something out quickly, so let's say you want to just roll out on-demand classes. I'm going to go to this particular content so I can manipulate it. Let's say you just want to roll out on-demand content library, and you want to roll out this recipe manual, but this 21-day challenge you're not ready to give out to everybody. You could edit the content and do something like this: coming soon, right? So if you want to give everybody access to the free site, but you're not ready to charge for it yet, you could do that, right? And then they'd have access to these things, but this one's coming soon because it's not ready to go yet. Or like members only, or this private clients only VIP, you could do that. One thing that I recommend is when you're creating your site, depending on how you're going to use it, if you want people to be able to go back and forth, change things, or the main buttons, or to make it simpler, what you can do once you create the format of each one. So let's say, for example, you create a page that only the 21-day challenge people can create, which I'm going to assume this is how Max Fitness created this one. If you notice, week 1, the format of it, right? It's got the main basic content section here, and then it has 2 call to actions with downloads. And then their week 2, same format, right? Once you create this page and this format and have it locked down the way that you want to lock it down, simply go to the page itself, right? Let's just say this is the page that you created. Just hit duplicate. And when you duplicate it, it'll automatically have all of that in there. And you've just got to adjust the links inside of the navigation that you want to do. So you'll want to change, right? Obviously the content, but the format will be there. But then this access down here, when you go to week 3 and so on and so forth, you can do that. One way that I use it for our affiliates, so our sales team, is like this, right? Is these are the courses that they have available to do. And then each one of the courses have a basic format, how it all works. And then at the very end of it, I just created this form that's embedded. It's a user form so that I know if they've completed it or not. And then I added these sections down here where they can go to the next section. They can return to home because I put it at the top here so they can navigate back and forth. They can even go back to the previous section or module if they wanted to do so. And literally all I did was duplicate it and change these sections or these links as we go. See if anybody's got any questions. Looks like we got quite a few questions here. Cool. So creating this content, again, the simplest way to do this, and I know this is a membership site is pretty basic when you need to learn how to do it. Literally all you do is protect the pages based upon who you want to have access to it. I'm going to make an example standard operating procedures, because you can also use this to lock it down based upon admin role or instructor role. So let's say, for example, you have a robust HR manual or a operations manual or a coach's training that they specifically have to go through. You could create that kind of like what we've done with the Affiliate Academy. I'm going to get to some questions here, and then I'll unmute everybody. So I got one in here about implementing the equipment to buy links and so forth. Want to recreate my page potentially to target more like this. So that implement the equipment, you can do it one of two ways. You can keep it super simple and just look up, I'm going to go Rogue Fitness, see what I looked up. And let's say I recommended this kettlebell. I mean, you could be as simple as just clicking and adding that to the links, or almost every online large company has an affiliate link that you can sign up for. So affiliate, let's see here, Rogue Fitness affiliate program. So there you go, there's the affiliate program. I click here to join. I complete the application, and then inside of those links we'll have the affiliates. You can do the same thing with Amazon. You can also do like, let's go to, I think I have like Commission Junction. There is a couple of other ones. Let me show you those. Reebok has them, Nike has them. You can recommend t-shirts that way. I mean, there is a ton of different things that you can do. Here you go. Here's some affiliates. So like Share a Sales, Rogue Fitness, Commission Junction. You can go on any one of these and get a link. While that's loading, yeah. So here you can find just about anything. Get links. You can find the advertisers. I mean, there's tons and tons. Under Armour. Just about everybody has them. Yoga mats. Anything you possibly think of, you can get a link to. Now they do have to approve you, so your website's got to be something within their wheelhouse to be able to get you approved for it. But yeah, I would just look up affiliate links for whatever product that you're trying to sell. Pixel ratio. So you can use just about any pixel ratio that you want within FitHive. The one thing I would recommend is once you have the pixel ratio here on the way that you want it to look, try to make it as small of a picture as possible to get the look that you want with it. For example, if you use a extremely large pixel picture for all of this stuff, the load time is going to take a lot longer to build out, but it's still going to look the same. And you also got to remember that almost everybody is going to be looking at your site from a mobile phone, right? So you'll want to look and see how that looks to them. I think Max Fitness did an amazing job on theirs. Just make sure whatever pixel ratio that you pick out is the same for all the pictures. Yeah, Canva for sure. It's very user friendly. I'm old school and like to use Publisher. I'm a little late, so I know they already wouldn't be able to share their page, so we can get an idea. I can ask Max Fitness on that. I know that some of the content's proprietary, but you can always go back. This video is being recorded, And you can always go back and look at it if you would like. Great idea. Do you know how much they're charging for each membership or challenge? James, I do not know exactly what that is. I could look it up, but I'd have to ask them before I tell everybody how much that is. On terms of the challenge. If the members want to upgrade from member to private member, for example, is there a way to do that? So one of the questions is, if somebody wants to upgrade from member to private member, for example, is there a way to do that? So it'd be just like setting up your page or setting up your memberships on that note. So for example, free memberships, they'll have that one. And then I'm going to edit this. I'm going to add something just so I can see it. So what I'm going to do is right underneath, I'm going to add a hyperlink. And I'm going to, let's go with sign up. So any one of your memberships that are available to purchase will be underneath the sign up. So you'd want to just make sure that whatever memberships that you're trying to sell have a sign up link or self sign up link or online sign up, excuse me. So like say, for example, the members only, they have to purchase an Olympic weightlifting program, right? And I'm going to make this say, click here to become a member. Or not a member yet, or something like that. I'm going to make it open up in a new window. And I'm going to make it a large red button. Oh, I'm going to change my color back so it looks good. Boom. So I don't have any pages connected to this, but if I'm like free content, I click on it, I look at it, click on it, look at it, click on it, look at it. And like members only, and I click on it, and I don't have that membership, it's going to show a like a login screen, something like this, right? It's going to have you log in because you don't have access to it. Then I hit back, which we're actually testing right now, the ability to add a custom content below the login. So we're testing that right now. Once it goes live, you'll actually be able to be like, well, you don't have access to it, but click here to get access to it, and they can purchase it. But this example, they'd be like, all right, I want to become a member. Cool, I'm going to purchase it. If it's an existing member, once they put in their email address and hit continue, it'll log them in, and then they can purchase it and charge the card on file. If they don't have a membership or an account, when they type in their email, it'll pop up where they can put in their credit card information and all the other good stuff. And then they'll have access to all of these. And then the same thing you can create. We're just going to say this is the VIP. And I'm going to make a new window, and I want to make it another large button. Oh, that's super large. Yeah, I want to make sure that they know they can be VIP. Cool, so free content, become a member, and sign up for the VIP program. Obviously, that doesn't look very good, and it probably doesn't look very good on mobile, which you always want to make sure, because more than likely, they're going to be signing up on the mobile. Yeah, so it doesn't look great. So I wouldn't use something that large, but you always got to kind of look and play around with the formatting of it. Hopefully that answers Chris's question. If the limitations are set to page, how does it differ from each section? So each section is technically another page. So I'll just give you a good example of that. So if I first started this and I created this page for the dashboard or the client dashboard itself, and I wanted to do a on-demand fitness library page, right? I would save this. And this particular one, I'm just gonna make it anybody that's logged in as a user can get access to it. And then what I would do is I would go back to my web pages, click add page, and this is going to be on demand classes, and I'm going to make it a landing page, and I'm going to hide it, and I'm going to restrict this specific one to, because it's on demand and I want my VIP people to use it, I want my members to use it, and I want the free people to use it. I'm going to just be like, my free membership, my members only, and my VIP members can have access to it. And then I'm going to add the sections that I want. We'll just use this one. Awesome. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to embed a video. And if you haven't embedded a video, let's see what pops up. Batman. I love Batman. We're going to embed Batman here. So you're going to click on embed, and then you want the stuff in between the quotation marks. I'm going to copy that. Where's my, there we go. And I'm going to embed that here. And I'm going to make it large so it looks good. Oh, I don't like yellow, so I'm going to make that, we'll just make everything black for now. Boom. Awesome. And I'm going to set that content. And then I'm going to add another one below. And this is going to be advanced class. Great for people. Experience. Set. Oh, I don't like the color. Boom, boom. I'm not going to use weights. And let's go with, I don't know, Sarah Sigmund's daughter. Boom. So I've got it set up where it's going to, everybody will see it. It's restricted to those people, so they have to be logged in. I'm going to save it. Once I've saved it, what I'll do is I'll go back to my member dashboard, click edit, click on the demand classes. I'm going to give that link, my on-demand classes, set content, I'm going to preview, and then only if I'm logged in as that person, I would see that content. And then as you go down, the next page, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate it, make my changes, because this is for members only. But then down here, I'm going to restrict it to just the members and the VIP people. I'm going to save it. Oh, now I've saved it. Oh, already in use. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So now I'm going to go back. Obviously, you probably don't have this many pages. I'm going to go to my dashboard, and then I'm going to connect. And then in that particular case, if I don't have the free membership, I can click on this link. If I go to click on this link and don't have the members membership, it'll show up a login screen kind of like this, saying that you don't have access to it. Oh, good. Debbie, that was good. Any other questions we can think of, guys? I know there's 9 of you on here. I'm going to allow you to unmute if you want. If you don't want to type it out, or if you want to just unmute and ask your question, you can ask that question and maybe I can answer it for you. Cool. Some final thoughts on this to not be overwhelmed. I know I posted something earlier today that FitHive is extremely robust, and there is tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff coming, which is an amazing thing. However, it can be very overwhelming. Start taking these things in chunks. For example, if your thought process is, I want free content, I want members only content, I want private client only content, you really love this, but you're like, I don't know where to start. I highly recommend starting with members only site, right? It is a lot easier to keep members than it is to get new members. So anyway, especially right now, that you can add value to your membership base is the way to go. So start building it out, because you can always go back in and simply just add above and add that new section and add free content in there, right? That's super easy to do. Get it built out for your existing members. Get it launched. Get them using it. Get the feedback on the format, the content, if they like it, don't like it. Get them excited about using it, and then start adding to it. Same thing here. Don't try to upsell your clients yet until you add value in the normal what do members typically get. And then you'd be very surprised on how much content you probably already have access to that you can put up there. You can even just throw it all up there and let the members kind of decide what they want. All right, I don't hear any other questions that's involved. Looks like I've answered all the questions in the chat. So guys, I know we went about 12 minutes over. If you have any other questions, feel free to post in the Facebook group. You can also email success@myfithive.com. If you want some Q&A from myself, just post in the group, the Facebook group, and I'll try to answer any questions in there. Oh, there's one more. Oh, he appreciates it. Thanks, George. Awesome, guys. Enjoy your day, and I'm going to come up with a new topic for next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll get this uploaded and posted hopefully tomorrow afternoon. Have a great day, guys.